winner will play the 4th place team from Group B, and you would expect that to be Mozambique. Or, no, actually it's going to be Morocco and Mozambique. So that's going to be a tough game. I don't know who I would call for that one. Morocco have been very tough in their 2 games. And Mozambique have been very tough in their 2 games.
Well, Groups A and B are extremely deep. And Tunisia know the problem with, this AfroBasket format where all 4 teams can qualify. It doesn't matter who you play. Knockout games, it's win or go home.
So now we're going to pause for the playing of the national anthems, starting with Tunisia. And now the national anthem of Nigeria. Well, when the national teams play, emotions run high, and you know they're going to be running high right now, especially for Tunisia, but also this Nigeria team's out to prove a point at this AfroBasket. I think referees tonight from France, Slovenia, and COD, Democratic Republic of Congo, and we are about 3 minutes and 39 seconds away from the start of the game. Lloyd, Tunisia, which player are you, or which players are you looking to step up tonight?
Well, all of them, to be honest with you, Jeff. You know, I don't think you could say any of them have played at their level best. I mean, really, Makram Benramdal is probably the best, but he and Mejri, the only double-figure scorers so far in this tournament for Tunisia, and it's all about the offensive end. They just haven't hit the heights. They haven't been free-flowing. I don't know whether it's the pressure in the arena in here. Seems like a lot of the players are afraid of making mistakes, whereas, you know, this Nigerian team really is firing on all cylinders, isn't it? You know, they've been able to use all 12 players, no problem at all. They still have the 2013 tournament leading scorer in Ike Diagu sitting on the bench with crutches. So, you know, it's just a very, very deep team. And as we've said, Tunisia, they have the personnel, but they've got to step up.
they're not going to use Diogo's absence as a crutch if they don't win. Anyway, Chamberlain, Oguche, well, and Michael Roll, key players. Oguche has really already raised his level. He could have scored, he says, 45 if the coach had left him in, or at least he could have come close. Roll, well, he plays a different role in the team. You know, he just kind of fits in where they need him. He is a scorer, and maybe tonight we'll see the best. This is why they got him, though, to help him out in these big games. The former UCLA star played with Salah Mejri, the Tunisian center, when they were in Antwerp in Belgium.
It's absolutely it. Now you see the starting five, but Roll has to step up. He has to be a big performer tonight for Tunisia. I look at him as a key. If he gets up near 20, I think that's a sign this offense will be flowing for Tunisia. Starting lineup for Tunisia. Abdallah is inserted in, the youngster. Interesting. He's going to have to handle the pressure from Nigeria,
Abada's going to be under a lot of pressure. Michael Lume, Chamberlain, Oguche, Al Farouk, and Aladi Aminu, the Aminu brothers, and Shane Lawal.
I can't wait to watch Lawal against Mejri. There's two high-quality big guys. You know, Mejri just left Real Madrid to go to the NBA. Shane Lawal is going to Barcelona for next year. They got big motors. They got big egos, the pair of them, and they will get after each other. I think that'll be an exciting matchup to see who's going to come out on top of that one.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting also to see how, as you look at Giddy there, the Nigerian reserves play off the bench tonight, and how soon they'll get in. Maybe that's been the one question mark, maybe a few of them.
Yeah, I mean, as a five, when they've been in, they haven't played very well at all.
There's the coach of Tunisia, Adel Talatli.
We got to watch Tunisia practice early on in the arena today, and I have never seen Talatli so fired up. I mean, he was roasting his players when they were going through some, some drills, some scrimmage work, for getting stuff wrong. He was fired up for this game. You could see that, 6-8 hours ago, how ready he was for this one.
Oh boy, well, what a job he seems to be doing. He's a good fit for the Tigers. All word so far is that everybody's happy. He has a good demeanor on the sidelines. He's very professional. Listen, he hasn't played in the NBA for 15 years. He hasn't done certain things, but he coaches. He's on his way up. We like him.
I think Nigeria like him. And as a lot of people have been commenting, this is a different team to the 2013 Nigerian team, which ended up finishing 7th despite looking so good in the early stages. They have to continue this hot streak. And it has to be said, traditionally, this is not a good tournament for Nigeria. They have never won AfroBasket in 16 appearances.
Have gotten to the podium.
Six times.
But it's one thing to get to the podium. It's another thing
Absolutely.
to get to the top of the podium, and especially when the stakes are high, like the Olympic berth.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they are 8th in the medal table, which I think, for a country like Nigeria is very much, under the level they should be performing at, and I think they know that. I think there's business they want to attend to here in Tunis.
Now, they didn't play in 2013 or 2011. They did play in 2012, the first game of the 2012 Olympics, and that one, despite a strong performance by Tunisia, Nigeria won it 60-56.
You mean these two teams playing against each other?
These two countries.
Yeah. Tunisia did a good start to get this crowd into the game.
And in that game, Hamid Bazig had 18 points at the Olympics. Hello, everybody. If you're just joining us, it's the start of the game between Tunisia and Nigeria at AfroBasket 2015 here in Tunisia. And the battle for first place in Group A. Adidan, one of Tunisia's Olympians, misses with his first jump shot. Both of these teams unbeaten. Nigeria certainly have looked the part of champions this year, but I dare say they probably looked the part of champions 2 years ago early on. They have to continue to play well, and this is a huge test against the home team. Michael Luma, there he goes, and he's going to have to rush up a crazy shot, and Salah Mejri
Very good start defensively for Tunisia now. They've got to get the crowd into it, get some points. Get some points early, score some points. Look like they belong on this end of the floor.
There's Abada. Puts up a long one.
No challenge on the glass at all, was there, from Tunisia? All 5 guys started to head back.
Makram bin Ramdan will be a big part of what they do. And Salah Mejri, holy cow! What a start to the game for him. Makram bin Ramdan perhaps could have held it up, but let's see how many other players go in there and challenge Mejri after that message.
Block for Mejri.
The Dikembe Mutombo finger wag. Watch this.
Couldn't have got cleaner, could you? On the block. I have to say,
and he looks, look at that.
I've got to say, I'm not a big fan of that matchup if you're Tunisia, though. Hadid Khan trying to guard Al-Farouq Aminu.
Yeah, he'll need some help. Yeah. Wall goes up, and Salah Mejri off to his best start in this tournament.
Yeah, Mejri hasn't played well. I want to see it. He's another one. Needs to do more for me. Started very well, though. I'm going to slide him into that low post.
He's boxing out. He wants it. Oh, beautiful bounce pass to roll, and he waits before he goes up and scores. Aminu was there. I think also Aminu was possibly his teammate in Antwerp. I'll have to go back and check that. Aladi Aminu. And Al-Farouq a little bit out of control, travels.
I think Al-Farouq likes that matchup as well. He's attacked it a couple of times. Hasn't had success yet, but he's a calm player. He won't force the action too much. I think he'll let it come to him.
Penetration to drive, and good hustle back from Salah Mejri. And Chamberlain Gucci got his hand on the ball, knocked it out of bounds.
It's the start that's put the crowd into the game, though. That's a positive for Tunisia. The crowd, they want to cheer their team on.
Excitement, you can just feel it. Don passes up the long one this time. So the shot clock winds down, bounce pass into the big fella, Salah Mejri.
Beautiful point guard play. Omar Abada looked like he was going in the trees, but a fine bounce pass. Find this big fella. I mean, this is the first 3-minute spell Nigeria have gone without scoring in this whole tournament.
Ume from the left. And Makram bin Ramdan comes down with the board.
Three here, this place is going to explode. Uruguay might need to take a quick timeout.
Makram bin Ramdan for 3! And Tunisia has stormed into a 7-0 lead.
No one's even coming back for Nigeria. Just got the ball in bounds. I mean, it's amazing. The threat of Oguchi has just been taken away in the early going. He's given so much to Nigeria.
Well, the turnover into the hands of Roll. Here he comes. He looks at Abada and decides to take it himself and draws the foul. Without question, though, the play of the game has been the early block by Salah Mejri on Al-Farouq Aminu, right at the rim.
It's just set the tone for Tunisia, hasn't it? Defensively, they've been so good, and it's given the platform for them to be able to run. We know Ben Ramdal is an exceptional player. He's got that ability to hit the three. But I like the fact that this man at the line, Michael Roll, has been a lot more involved than he has in the early stages of other games. You know, he's got 3 points now. He's been out on the break. He's done a bit of everything.
Roll and misses, and Makram bin Ramdan hits it out of the hands of Aladi Aminu.
Dal just does everything. How does he get that offensive rebound? Another one.
He passes up the jumper, takes it inside, over to Hadidan. Count it! 11-0, Nigeria, and now, for the first time, really, in this tournament, Nigeria facing perhaps a little bit of questioning inside themselves, and really for the first time, Tunisia and their fans are feeling good about themselves. Timeout. I got to tell you, Lloyd, I didn't expect this start. I didn't expect it, and in no way are Nigeria out of it, but it's good to see a good Tunisia, if you know what I mean. Look at the start, 4-7 inside the arc for Tunisia, and we know Nigeria are going to play. They're going to get it together.
You put him in this situation now, we haven't seen how they react. It's great, you know, chemistry and teamwork is easy when everything's flowing and you're winning. When you're looking down the barrel 0-11, that's when we start to see, you know, Nigeria have never trailed by more than 2 points in this tournament. So this is a completely different area for them, and this Tunisian team, it just seems like, you know, it's been waiting for this game right here.
And I think Ben Ramdam was talking to the ref while he had a rag to his mouth, wiping the blood. I'll get back to that in a second, complaining he'd been hit. So the physicality is high, and Ogiddy's already going to come in. Oh, three-pointer! I think it's Salah Mesri, and Will Voigt and his coaching staff are thinking, is this the Tunisia we've been watching? We're trailing 14-0. Al-Farouk Aminu drives in. Makram Ben Mamdam, Tunisia. And the pass just a little too hard.
Wow. I mean, Tunisia looked scared to run in the first two games, didn't they? As Mesri hits the three.
How many times have we seen Adel Talatli after his misses say, what are you doing over there? But if you want the big guy to play for you every summer, you got to keep him happy.
Gucci with the ball. Has he even touched it yet?
Oh, finally.
That's the first time I remember him even touching the ball. Now, all the way, he's not afraid. He's been so good in this tournament, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's an MVP candidate at this stage.
Now, change for Nigeria was Ogiddy came in. He will stretch the floor, give a bit more space, and pull players away from the basket.
Gucci for three. And good job from Hadidan to knock it away from Lawal. Now Al-Farouk reaches in and commits the foul.
So Ogiddy will shoot the three. Nigeria will be far more spaced out on this offense now.
Ume's coming out with Benja and Uzo, and also Gucci's coming out. I'm not sure that Gucci's the one you want to bring out.
No, I'm not sure either. Now Uzo's the penetrator. He will attack, and this is where Abad is really going to have to show, you know, that he's come of age by trying to keep Uzo out of the lane.
Another one from Mesri. Go! Three-pointer! Well, Dallas has signed themselves
Talatli's laughing.
a new three-point threat.
I mean, even he's got to laugh. Wow.
He knows it's a 40-minute game. Now Lawal goes right at Mesri, and he has nowhere to go, but he is patient and goes up with his left hand.
Lawal plays with a chip on his shoulder. This is a guy who's come through a lot of minor leagues to get where he is. And I think situations like this, he wants to prove himself.
Ben Ramdam, inside it goes, and the block. But a foul on Uzo.
This pass from Ben Ramdam. Between the needle, isn't it?
Was indeed. I mean, the reality is, Lloyd, something that we talked about. Let's look at the free throw. If you look at who these teams have played, Central African Republic and Uganda, you know, neither have really had a huge test. So, you know, expectations coming into this, you have to measure them, don't you?
Absolutely.
This is really a much bigger test for the Tigers. Diddy steps inside the arc, now hands it off to Uzo. He looks for an opening over to Al-Farouq. Al-Farouq Aminu gets in, back outside to Uzo for three, and the ball goes down. What a soft touch.
No, Uzo doesn't really have that range. I think they've got to find a way to exploit that Al-Farouq Aminu matchup. He can go past Hadi down anytime he wants. The trouble is, he goes past him, he's running into a lot of traffic in the paint right at the moment.
Hadi Don goes behind his back. 5 on the shot clock. Abada goes up for three. And good box out from Lawal.
Space the floor, Nigeria. Allow the attacking options they do have. They'll be able to get into the lane.
Lawal again. And turns it over. Hadi Don drives in, shields himself. Good play by Ogidi to knock it away, but into the hands of Tunisia. And Roll steps in, and just like Salah Mejri, he saved his best game for the big one.
Mejri and Roll have just stepped up beyond belief for their first couple of performances.
And Hadi Don, I think, coming from behind is going to be called, but I like Ogidi and Al-Farouq getting into the rim and challenging. Now Gayaza coming in, Gayaza for Salah Mejri, and that's a question, how many minutes can Salah play tonight?
Well, this will be a key because as I was saying, you know, Al-Farouq Aminu, they've switched it and put Ben Ramdal on him now. He's been having so much freedom getting to the ring, and the difference is, you know, with Mejri on the floor, he protects if you get beaten on the perimeter. Now without him, there's no one to protect the ring or protect the paint in the same way.
Long one. Oh, he banks it in, Al-Farouq. The bank is open.
Fast, isn't it? 6 threes already in the game.
Michael Roll tries to throw it over Oyedeji, the long-serving center of this national team. The only one that plays in the Nigerian league in the team. Abada, open on the fast break. He's going to go up against Benija. And he turned his back to kind of shield himself. Good job.
He's played very well, hasn't he? They asked the question. The youngster, he's only 22. First time with the senior national team. And he's shown he belongs right now.
Benija. Dr. Giddy drives in. That's a powerful move. Oyedeji gets up there, misses the putback. And Ben Ramdam wasn't able to save it to his teammate, but then Al-Farouq Aminu wasn't able to save it to his teammate. Just seem to be playing at a little bit faster pace. Look at the nerves on the bench over there for the Nigeria players.
I think now would be a nice time for Champaguchi to come back in as well. The game's kind of opened a little bit more. He might find some space. You kind of need that punch and a couple of scores to steady the nerves. I'm sure Benija right now, the way he's played in the tournament, is going to give that to them.
This is probably where they could use Diogo, to put it mildly. Ben Ramdam. Gayaza challenged Oyedeji. Now Al-Farouq trying to dribble his way up the floor, turned it over. Might want to get it to his point guard.
He's struggled, Al-Farouq. Hasn't played at his best.
Nowhere near his best.
5 turnovers already. First quarter for him. He's struggling to get a shot away against Al-Farouq though.
Hadigan needs to recognize the situation.
Yeah, but the shot clock's winding down. I'm not sure that's the matchup I go to with 5 seconds on a shot clock. Tunisia, you know, maybe go elsewhere.
Ben Ramdan, Abada, let's see, El Malbouk. El Malbouk is also in. He's guarding Benja. Now a foul.
Nice play through there. They're going to go to El Minu on the low block. Said he struggled. Just try and get him some confidence perhaps before the end of the quarter.
Kaniwa and Zig, the veteran, will come in. Zig, Abada comes out along with Hadidan.
Kaniwa and how he plays will be key as well. And we've had great production from Abada. Kaniwa's got to continue with that.
Benja, wow, three-pointer.
He hasn't shot it well, Benja. It looks smooth. He does have a reputation as a gunner.
Tunisia try to answer with a three. And right at the end of the quarter, a little bit of a positive development there with Benja, both individually for him and for Nigeria, getting the three-pointer. And that gets it back to 22-19 after one. So Lloyd, look at the stats. You know, the 4 3-pointers for Tunisia, those come in handy, but Nigeria have also hit three. Nigeria already hitting them in the rebounds, but you got the 6 Tunisia steals, and of course that famous block, the only block they gave from Salah Medri.
The 8 turnovers for Nigeria, 5 of those coming from AfroBasket. It's very strange for him. Tunisia have done a very good job closing up the space. You know, he's had a really favourable matchup, and that's why he's been trying to attack. The game has opened a little bit more than it did at the start, and that's favoured Nigeria. They almost have the shackles on for Tunisia. The question mark may come when they start to miss some of these threes, because they've shot it so well indeed in the first quarter. You know, when they start missing, how's the crowd going to respond? How are the players going to respond? If there's groans and there's frustration from the Tunisians, that's the opportunity, Nigeria. I don't think they'll need a second invitation to attack.
Giddy's looked pretty good coming off the bench, and also Benja. So that was one of my questions, was the bench of Nigeria. Key for now really the bench play of Tunisia with Salah Medri and Michael Roll on the bench. That is being called into question. Well, it's being tested. And remember, Zig had 18 against Nigeria 3 years ago in the Olympics. That was 3 years ago. And Macron putting pressure on Ogidi, and just as after I was singing his praises, he tried to dribble past Ben Ramdan, rather, excuse me. Turned it over. Kaniwa. Tough assignment for him going up against Russo. Nice pass inside. Really, you know, just as Nigeria don't have to attack Salah Medri, Tunisia do not have to attack Lawal or Aladi Aminu. Probably, you know, your premier shot blockers in that Nigeria team.
I think they would look at Onigoshi as a weak link in the defense, especially if they can pull him out at all. So if there's a way to expose him on the pick and roll, which is what they just did, you know, Gayaza to be screening and rolling, that gives that second where the guard is being guarded by Oyudeji. They can either go past him, or they can use the lack of foot speed while he's getting back into the play to guard Gayaza.
So the Zig, see the people on the court right now for Tunisia. Brazil picks up the foul on Oyedeji, trying to push him away from the lane. Now Bissang, the French referee, comes out to Rizig and Iguchi and says, come on. So Benage is out. Benage is out there as well as Iguchi. We've got a couple of three-point shooters. And drive, oh, what a quality move from Uzo.
And that's the difference without measuring on the floor, isn't it? You know, Uzo's just going to keep attacking this ring. Now they got the lineup with the three shooters, Igidi, Benage, and Champaguchi all around Uzo. So anytime you're going to come help off any of those three, you better watch out, because Uzo will kick it and they'll fire it up.
So Uzo has been a real settling influence since he came into the game.
He's almost been a frustrated figure, hasn't he? The one, perhaps, with his play in the first two games, he hasn't been happy, that's for sure.
He's been good, though.
Yeah. I think he just wants more. Today he was in early, good move again by Coach Boyd to get him in and use that motivation.
Gayaza turned quickly to shoot over Guinea. Shot it over the back, over the rim off the backboard. Guinea now goes up against Ben Ramdam. And really going inside. And
space the floor again, 10 seconds for Uzo to penetrate. They can pop a Guinea, watch out.
I think this is a tough matchup. Now this is more favorable for Tunisia. It still goes around. A good help from Gayaza. Benage.
Reset.
And they're going to turn it back over. Real Boyd says there's contact.
Now he's asking why they're blown for a 24-second violation.
Mosley looking on with Michael Roll. Explain what happens here.
So the shot clock was winding down. Uzo went and the ball hasn't hit the ring, has it?
Right.
The shot clock in the arena got reset. The officials determined that it would have hit zero if it hadn't been reset, so he's given a 24-second violation.
I thought Will Boyd was asking about something else, though. Rizig, short, but good hustle from Ben Ramdam, and Uzo almost intercepted that. Three on the shot clock, pump fake, and it's go! So El Malbrook, Murad El Malbrook on the score sheet. That was a three. Good fake from him. Ladi Aminu back in now for Nigeria. Foul. Interesting substitution here now. This is foul on El Malbrook. So you've got both Mesri and Ben Ramdam off the court.
And
Michael Roll. But the key is Tunisia have a 10-point lead. So
I think if Nigeria are going to make a run, this is the time. And they get themselves back in the game. It's a great opportunity here. Tunisia just need to hold firm for 2 or 3 minutes before they get somebody back in, I think.
Oh, Uzo just lost it.
Shot clock again.
And Iguchi.
Nigeria just haven't looked this uncertain in any game, have they?
No. Again, they've played Central African Republic and Gabon.
They look like the team that Tunisia looked like the first couple of games. Unsure of what they're doing, lacking in confidence.
Excuse me, they played Uganda in the Central African Republic. So the ball goes out of bounds over to Giddy in Nigeria. Iguchi really able to make his mark on this game yet.
The job of the Tunisian defenders is right. They've almost stopped him catching it. Rare touch for him here.
Well, Giddy had to make a great play just to keep it in bounds.
Again, 3 on the clock once more.
Benja, they waited too long. They got it to Iguchi just in time. And he underlines his quality with that play right there.
Look at the offense for Nigeria. Not once did the ball go inside the three-point line, did it? You know, no penetration, nothing going for them.
Well, that was a big-time play by Iguchi.
So uncertain of what they're doing right now. Good rotation, Benja. They've got a pass around the
Zig just goes right down the lane and lays it over.
Benja gambled, and Elma Brook just threw a beautiful pass to hit Zig open.
Now Benja puts one up, and ball goes out of bounds over to Tunisia. And really, you know, we've seen them attack, and they had Tunisia kind of back on their heels a little bit, and all of a sudden they just start putting up threes.
Well, I mean, the thing is, they don't, without Diagu, they don't have the low post threat. Really, none of these players are good low post scorers, as good as he is. But the ball has just gone back and forth outside the three-point line. There's no penetration at all. There's nothing. But you know, a couple of passes and a three with a contested hand. Elamina's back now. Seems to go out.
Diogu on the right with the sprained ankle on with Benja. Ume. Now, Mosley hands it off, but shot clock's going to expire. Turns it over. Uzo.
This is Nigeria here.
And Nino puts it inside and foul. So still a 9-point lead. And really, Uzo playing substantial minutes there in the first half.
It's been so good at the point up until this moment, really. He's the guy's averaging 12 points.
Yep.
3.5 assists a game.
He's been steady. He was out there when Tunisia went on their run to take the lead. Not to point the finger at him, but Uzo has been a calming influence. Like a 7-point game. Roll still getting a breather. And Uzo again almost picks one off. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Remember, the winner of the AfroBasket will qualify for the Olympics. And this is the final night for this group phase, for Group A. And Roll comes back in for the Zig, so good minutes for the Zig. The teams that finish second, third, and fourth will go to the Olympic qualifying tournament. One of them will be through. And that's how Nigeria got to the Olympics in 2012. They claimed one of the 3 spots in the Olympic qualifying tournament with Caracas, along with Russia and Lithuania. So Nigeria now have their starters in, with the exception of Ume, with Uzo out. Now Carter got it. Back to Roll. Swings to his left. And what was that, 3 seconds? Al-Farouk now puts it up. He was fouled as he went up. I see somebody else, number 10.
No.
Yeah.
Michael Roll fouled, but he didn't foul Aminu, he fouled Shane Noel setting the screen.
Okay.
As he tried to get over the top of the screen, he was called for kind of hooking.
So that could have been a 4-point play, couldn't it?
Yeah.
If Al-Farouk had made the shot. But wait a minute. If he fouled Shane Lawal, why is Al-Farouk taking the free throws?
No idea.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got that wrong. good. That was good for. That was good for Al-Farouq because he's been struggling. So to get some free throws and see that ball going through the hoop. So 28-23 now. Tunisia still up by 5, but Nigeria showing signs of life here. And how long will it be before Ben Ramdan gets back in the game? Maybe he'll play the last 2.5 minutes. Three-point shooting now. Nigeria have 4. They hit 4 of 9 and 5 of 11 for Tunisia. 2 of those coming from Salah Mejri. There's one from Ben Ramdan. There's one from Mejri. That was one from Uzo for Nigeria. Al-Farouq. I think that was a bot. And that was Gucci. You know, they were right the last second. They got it to Gucci and he hit a three-pointer. He was about a meter behind the three-point arc. Back to live action. Bounce pass. And roll. Puts up a 3 and hits it. That's what he's known for.
Danny, look at that, 8 points already for him. Above his average. He's been much better, we said. They need step-up performances, and they've definitely got them.
Alfred just slipped down and lost the ball.
6 turnovers. For him personally.
He could end up with a triple-double tonight. One of the big turnovers. Romal Brook from the left. That's another ball. And Salah Mejri got it. Didn't touch anything. So he has to put it back up. Just could not corral it. So it goes back to 14 seconds. And there's 4 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in the first half. Camille is going to put up a 3. And that's another ball. Something about that corner is not good for Tunisia. They might want to stay away from it.
Yeah, I mean, Nigeria, where was the defense? We're so lucky there. 2 possessions in a row, really.
Oh, Ben Ramdan almost. Gucci needs a little bit of space and he'll put it up. And it's good.
He's just got to know that. Make him a drive up. Conscious in this tournament. There is not a better player right now.
Mejri gets inside, goes up with the left hand, and puts it back up. He gets the foul. Goes for the three-point play opportunity. It was Ume, I think. It looked like he was the one who was fouled in to get the lead. So that's his 7-point advantage.
It wasn't the prettiest of post moves from Salah Mejri. They stay with it. And Shamuel perhaps guilty of turning and watching rather than boxing out. Keeping the Mejri on his back.
This is the 3 of 7 from the line tonight. That's those are costly misses for Tunisia, especially with Nigeria. Perfect 5 of 5. It's in the lane. Loses it to everything.
I'm not sure Shane Lowell dribbling it for 10 seconds is the offense Nigeria are looking for. Just to try and find a way to get it out of his hands.
Certainly get votes for the MVP if the tournament were over today. Puts it up. Oh, that was close to going off the backboard. And now, Galatly is looking over and saying, signal 2. Ben Montgomery went up to the referee to say he thought it was goal interference.
Michael Rolls got wide open on the outbounds then.
Goes around Ume. Abada was able to pick it up in the corner, and he was pushed by Iguchi. Roll. Hands it off to Mesri. Well, he's just playing smart basketball tonight. He really is pulling the strings, Michael Roll.
Great cut, curled off the screen. That's the awareness I talked about. He knew he was going to be open. He was just waiting for it to happen.
Kaluma, point guard has been so impressive. Knocks down a jumper. Bada.
That ball movement, Tunisia.
Almost went in, came back outside, and they didn't move 14. Oh, bounce pass. Good hands from Aladi Aminu. And Bada fouls to stop the fast break.
They've got 2 fouls just before we go to the line.
So not really a good foul from Abada. So Nigeria perfect at the line, 6 of 6. Nico's going to check in. Giddy's also going to come back in the game. So Uzo comes in for Gucci, and Ninu comes out with Giddy replacing him. I think he moves behind net.
Small guard spots. Pocket little perhaps. Defensively.
Put up an air ball this time, but he was fouled by Lawal. That's what happens with the big center. You start hitting three-pointers, and all of a sudden, the defense starts to respect you and comes out and guards you, and you get a foul.
It's a foul.
That's in your favor. Imagine, you know, the difference, talking about you got the opportunity to host the AfroBasket, and it's great for the players to experience that and play, but there also comes a certain amount of pressure. And oddly, it seems like they felt it more in their first 2 games than tonight's. Wow, Lesnar makes all 3, and the free throw shooting percentage shoots up quite substantially, 60% for the team on the night. It's an 8-point lead. Giddy. Thought I was reading that. Ume in the left corner. Nigeria not moving. Ume steps up. And Salah Mesri pulls it down. And Giddy calls for the foul. So that foul also sends Tunisia back to the line, and Salah Mejri, who just hit 3 in a row. You can see he's got 3 turnovers in this quarter. Led by as many as 15. Nigeria has never led in the game. Ball to Alfred. Ball out of bounds. So Tunisia with possession want to use their timeout. Nigeria, they looked like they were going to be closer, but Tunisia still made some plays. Getting fouled behind the 3-point arc for Mejri certainly helped.
Every play that you need right now is going to Tunisia. The effort plays, second chance points, 12-3. In favor of Tunisia. Shooting in favor of Tunisia right now. Nigeria have shot it well. Noguchi obviously shot it well as well. 10 assists for Tunisia, and I think that shows you a fair bit. You know, the way they've been able to share the ball, be able to get everybody involved. Michael Roll pulling those strings. And he's only credited Michael Roll with 2 assists, and Ben Ramdal with 4 as well, and Nevada with 2. So that's 8 of the 10 assists between those 3 guys, and they've been very, very good. Nigeria, similar to what we said in the other game, they will feel like they played really badly in that first half, or in this first half. Yet right now they're going to stop. They're only down 9. They get a stop, they'll get the ball and a score. They could go in down 7 or down 6, which I think for them, you know, will be a great, really a great result for this, considering the way they played and the way Tunisia have played. Tunisia is going to let Nigeria have a run. They played so well in the first half.
Intensity, as you referred to earlier, in the face of Ado Talatli in practice. So far, he's gotten his message across here. Concentration, 5 on the shot clock now. Ben Ramdan. And now Nigeria with a chance, but Uzo picked up his dribble. Ume, Uzo's open. And they turn it back over. Ben Ramdan puts up a long heave.
Last place kind of sums up for Nigeria. Uzo had the opportunity, but Ume, despite his best intentions, couldn't get it to him. Half ends.
39-30, Tunisia on top of Nigeria at halftime.
I saw a lot of these stats. The 3-point shooting, Nigeria doing a good job by percentage, but Tunisia really have just upped their game from what we've seen in the previous 2. You know, the areas where you expected Nigeria to dominate, you know, Nigeria to shoot a high percentage, Nigeria to dominate the glass. It just hasn't happened, and those costly turnovers from Nigeria really hurting them.
You say they've upped their game. Boy, have they ever. Like 100%. 39-30, Tunisia on top of Nigeria.
ويشجع تونس. جماهيرنا الكريمة الكل هو طلب بكل لطف عايزكم ما تتكيفوش في السالفة. من فضلكم ما تتكيفوش في السالفة. هذا طلب بكل لطف للناس الكل. S'il vous plaît, pas de cigarettes dans la salle, s'il vous plaît. اليوم ان شاء الله يوم فرحه. الجمهور الكل جاي للناسيونال. اسمع صوتكم الكل. Le public, je vois beaucoup de basketteurs. Oui, les basketteurs quand même. Excellent, les basketteurs. Voilà.
45-30 is the lead for Tunisia over Nigeria in the battle for first place in Group A here at the AfroBasket. And the game, well, you know what? I think it's probably surpassed the hype. It surpassed my expectations because Nigeria was so convincing so far in this tournament. The Tunisia have come out and put out their best performance so far and put themselves in a good position in this game. We got some great performances, including performances from Michael Roll, their naturalized guard from America.
Yeah, Roll has been a different player. I keep saying this, but for those of you that didn't see games 1 and 2, you know, he was pretty anonymous, but this is kind of the performance that we expected from him and from Tunisia coming into the tournament. We just haven't seen it as of, you know, or before that first half there.
Tunisia wearing the red, attack to your right. You see the Nigeria squad there in the graphic. And Mejri is going to get inside, and following it up is Makram Ben Randam.
Tunisia, in the previous games, you could count the passes on one hand, no problem, before a shot went up. That time, it's gone right to left, side to side. It's about 5 or 6 passes, no problem at all. And that's why they get the easy one. The other way, that's a very open look for Champaguchi.
Champaguchi again, and this time shoots near ball.
He went searching for that one. Frustrated.
Abada into Makram Ben Randam, and Tunisia now up by 13.
I said, you know, for Nigeria, it's very easy to have that great chemistry, the energy, togetherness when you're winning. Now you're losing, how are they going to respond? Because we haven't seen them trail like this, really. Remember, even last year when they lost that knockout game, it was by 2 points.
Ladi Aminu misses. Lawal was in there. I think Ben Randam swiped the ball, knocked it out of his hands from behind. And again, Ben Randam, you can't say enough about how consistently he's putting in those terrific displays for Tunisia. Adidan goes right at Aminu and fouled. And you see the screen, Lawal says, "What about the other end?" But you know what? When you play on the other team's home court, sometimes you don't get calls. That was definitely a foul, though, that reach. Oh, strong move from Ben Randam. Goes with the left hand, but misses.
Good challenge from Morale. Time and space for Uma here to attack him up.
Ball comes out on him. Now he's going to knife his way in. Gives it off to Minu, and he passes. Tries to get it to Lawal.
That's a shot he wouldn't have passed up.
Oh, Hadidan goes right down the middle and lays it up and in the old-fashioned way. And Abad and all the Tunisian players shout for joy. Watch this. Abada just gives it right back. They can go. Timeout, 45-30. Tunisia on top here at the start of the third quarter. Now be honest with me. No points scored in the last 3 minutes and 36 seconds. You have been Nigeria's biggest fan in terms of appreciating their play and their awesomeness in the first 2 games. What do you think now?
That's a great capture to have up. You know, the 12 assists to 4. What we've seen from Nigeria is, you know, a confidence, an unselfishness, you know, a purpose, and that is just evaporated here with the first half performance from Tunisia. You know, the last couple of plays sum it up really. You know, Alade Aminu has it in the key. He's trying to make a pass when he's been taking that shot, and then Noel tries to commit a foul on the halfway line so he doesn't have to get back. It's not called, it gives up a dunk. You know, we haven't seen them just be aggressive and take it at Tunisia. First,
Aminu gets the ball, Benjamin now. So basically, an opportunity for somebody to step up for Nigeria.
Yeah.
And maybe it's time to bring in Okafor. Maybe it's time to try something else. You know, and don't forget this Nigeria team still does not have Diogu.
It really would be a calming influence as a scorer.
Is off.
I think the defensive end is where they need to change now, because Tunisia is so comfortable. Nigeria need to make a spark from their defense somehow.
Well, I liked when Uzo was in. Just wondering if maybe we can try a 3-guard lineup.
Look how easy it is for Tunisia to move the ball up. 1, 2, 3. Easy, easy, easy. And now they're going to Bimram Dar against Iguchi in the post.
It's Abada on target. And the youngster, well, they need somebody to step up to replace Kickridge. Looks like he's doing it, at least tonight. Kickridge, a long-time point guard. Now, Al-Farouk Aminu there. Ball gets inside, falls down. Ball goes over to Hadidan. Back to Ben Ramdan. Rolls into the lane and puts it up and in.
So simple for Tunisia right now. Roll just kind of walks to the paint. No problem at all. There's the defense gone from Nigeria.
Gucci over to Benja. And Al-Farouk gets swatted again by Salah Mejri. Bounce pass, beautiful play, great reach in from Al-Farouk, but they've called a foul. Looked like he may have had all ball, but he must have gotten some arm. Let's have a look. This is the block.
Al-Farouk has been harshly done by on both ends then, I think.
Yeah.
You know, the block from Mejri was clean, but Al-Farouk Aminu had been hit twice before he got to the shot, and then going this way, you know, I can't see too much of a foul, but you know, it's the same thing for Nigeria. Their backs against the wall. How are they going to respond? I don't see them kind of being together, talking. You know, look at them, they're all just standing there watching the official. This is where someone needs to bring them together. You can't see it on picture, but they should be, you know, talking this over. No one is going to get them out of this mess. It has to be them that takes it from Tunisia. You know, Tunisia aren't just going to turn around and say, here you go, Nigeria, you played really well, here's the game. You know, if Nigeria want to come back, then they have to do it themselves. They've got to dig in deep. They've got to do something to get themselves into this contest.
Well, the options that they haven't gone with yet are Stanley Okafor and Alessa Were. So those are a couple more. Stanley Okoye, sorry, what did I say?
Okafor.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okoye, and there was an Okafor 1 year, wasn't there? Oh yeah, Amika. Not sure he played for Nigeria. I don't think he did. He played for USA in 2004 at the Olympics. So the ball inbounded.
To Aminu, trying to let him clear of the dribble. Luau's going to be really active. Mejri's going to have to come help. When Mejri comes to help, Luau has to get free.
And there's Okoye on the left, and there's a lot of Aminu on the right. Bottom steal. Benja. It's inside. Good move from him. And Salah Mejri doesn't play. Ball.
It's just an inverted. I'll try to get in there.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Luau's trying to get position. Mejri's in the air, so he's kind of undercutting a little. Mejri come down hard on him. Mejri loves to do anything. Loves it. Like every game, he'll get it with no problem. Nigeria up the floor a little. Get a spark. We'll chase the game now.
Hello, Tunisia have arrived. Traveling against Nigeria. Those first two games that Tunisia played, well, yeah, they won, but they kind of used them as a decoy. This is a team that we're seeing for the first time at this AfroBasket.
Mentally, Nigeria have just flopped out right now. Just poor decisions right and left. Offensively forcing it. Defensively, there's just no energy at all. Body language all wrong.
Roll. Goes to Benija. Well, Benija's the one that's come to play.
Yeah, he has. You know, I've been quite critical. I haven't really seen a lot from him up until today.
Absolutely. He's come to play in the big game.
7 points.
Bounce pass, Hadidad loses it now. Nigeria on the floor trying to get it. Benija dives out of bounds. Ball goes over to Nigeria.
Surprised he's on the bench. He's on the floor. Yeah. We just haven't said his name. He hasn't touched it.
Uzo gets in, and that's a strong move.
I would say this as well. Get going. Even though it's a 20-point lead, this game isn't over. You know, they have the potential to explode and get themselves back into it.
Uzo comes in for Hadidad. Play by Uzo, gets it back. 54-37. Long way to go. 14 minutes in the game.
Need to get on a little run here in this next 4 minutes then. That's the difference.
Roll, spins, over to the zig. Donald's got to put it up. It's good! Look at Ben Ramdan.
Tunisia are just lights out right now. Uzo was right there. He couldn't get any closer without fouling.
Alfredo Camino puts up a three. What a big shot that was from Ben Ramdan. There he is again. Uses his left hand. This time Lawal blocks it. Finally, we'll see Okoye, as you see the replay of the three-pointer, as well as a Giddy. Okoye can bring something to the table. Here's Rizzi. Puts it up. Traveling is the call. That's the right call. I thought he kind of dragged his foot. It's because the stabilizing factors roll and the bodies play well. They fight for the ball. Mesri chases it out of bounds. Well, Lawal's just having a nightmare. He's like, I haven't faced a guy this good the entire tournament.
Now from Nigeria. Changes. It worked a little in the first half. Really pick and pop.
A little
it's going to be open. Slow Nigeria.
And from three, Benja. Ben just takes it away.
He just ripped it, didn't he?
Yeah.
He had two hands on it, but it doesn't matter.
You're looking at one of the all-time greats in this country, so 26 years of age, good, almost an interception. You know, as good as Mesri was in 2011, Ben Ramdam was every bit as important for that Tunisia team that won the AfroBasket title. Wow, they're going to ask a player to tuck in their shirt? Is that right? Am I seeing that? Are you kidding me? Why don't we enforce this for the entire tournament? What do you think, Boyd? I could think back. I mean, there are players that haven't had their shirts tucked in for the entire tournament. Well, I guess maybe consistency is by the game. And now, simulation has been called on Obata. Faking, acting as if he'd been bowled over by Nigeria. And Salah Mesri has done a great job to say, listen, forget about it. So Benedict will take the free throws. And he's going to miss it. Now, I would love to see it again.
Yeah, I was waiting for a replay. I really didn't see it. Crowd applauded, rightly so.
I've got to tip my hat to the referees, though. That is something they have been very consistent with. If they think they see somebody flopping, they call it.
At the previous possession, they warned Tunisia. They came over, they told Coach Talatli, he told a couple of the players on his team, it wasn't Abada at that time, it was somebody else, but he warned them.
Poirier hands it off to Binu. Ball goes off of Uzo. Out of bounds. Just, you know, the goggles do bother him, don't they?
Yeah, I think so.
And I think that's part of his frustration. You see him unhappy at times. Well, I think they look pretty cool. I wouldn't mind getting a pair of those. Turnovers 18 for Nigeria, 10 for Tunisia. Goes to Ben Ramdam for the dunk. You can't stop this. Uh-oh. He just did the muscles.
The Senge Guncho is out. Wow. And rightly so. I mean, he has been exceptional, hasn't he?
Benedict drives in and draws the foul. I really can't say enough about Benedict. I mean, he's been fantastic.
He came with a great reputation. You know, a lot of people speaking very highly of him.
He's got a good attitude out there. I like it.
Like that.
He loved the dance.
Yeah.
Salah Mesri also coming out. He's walking a bit gimpily. And just wonder if Ben Ramdam might be the MVP of this tournament. If Tunisia, although they've got a long way to go. Obviously a great shooter misses free throws. Anyway, he makes that one and gets it back to 59-38. Still time for Nigeria. They've got to get stops. Aniwa at the line. And Gaiza gets the air ball, brings it back out. Now roll, stops, and off the rim. Good rebound from Giddy, excuse me. And another foul called in Tunisia.
It's a rare opportunity to break for Nigeria, isn't it? 4 points only in transition. I mean, just a quick look at the stat. These are the keys. 4 points in transition for Nigeria. 3 second chance points and 10 points in the paint. Nearly 30 minutes of basketball, you're going to get 10 points in the paint.
Makes him. Now back to 59-40. Got a chip away. Roll comes out. Koye got his hand in there, bothered, and Tunisia decides to hold it up instead of forcing it. Turns, beautiful pass from Tunisia. What a play from the youngster, and Giddy finishes it, and now it's back to 17 points. I take your point. You know, it's not over.
Nigeria spurt. They can score a lot of points in a hurry if they get going.
Neal dribbles, foul before the shot. That's the third team foul for Nigeria. The winner of the AfroBasket will clinch a spot in the Rio de Janeiro Olympics. Uzo with 2 fouls now. Draw, hands it off. No, take the handoff.
Wants to get it to 15.
Into
the fourth quarter here. I think Nigeria will take that.
I don't think Adel Talatli had that in mind when he took out his big guns. Uzo over to Koye. It back to Lottie Aminu. Manager, the hot man of the moment. He misses. Just a little bit of time for Elmo Brook. And we thought he could make the pass. But Tunisia will go to the bench with 10 minutes remaining, up 17.
We've seen so often in this tournament the third quarter being the key run, the point for a run. And what Tunisia were able to do was win that third period, and they won it 20-12. So relatively comfortably. You'd have thought if Nigeria wanted to get back into the game, that was going to be the quarter where they should have come with it, that hammer blow, the knockout punch to try and get themselves, stuck Tunisia, see if we can get them to be worried into the fourth quarter. They haven't quite done that. There's a lot of work to be done.
Well, if you look at the stats here, could Nigeria, for example, go with Kume, Uzo, Tunisia, say Al Farouk, and one other, maybe Amade, to get out and press.
Yeah, the problem is when Tunisia go with Mesri, then if you go too small, Mesri just stops you, doesn't he? And they go to Bemram down in the low post. So I think possibly Al Farouk Aminu going for the 4 might work. Put him against Bemram down, who's working a triple-double right now with the 12, 7, and 8. But yeah, Mesri's the problem really, and his ability to rebound if you go too small.
You think people are watching this game, say, back in the U.S., where you've got a lot of Nigerian fans looking at a player like Bemram Dom and thinking, gosh, this guy's pretty good. What's he doing over there?
Well, I would hope so, because,
he should get an invite somewhere.
He's pretty good. I mean, he had the 1 year, didn't he, in the ACB? He had relatively decent numbers, but from a team which wasn't overly successful, to be fair, but, I think he's a fantastic player. As I said to you, the only possible question mark is what position he plays at a really high level. I'm talking about. When you're saying the ACB, EuroLeague, NBA, or on the world stage at World Championships and Olympic Games, that's possibly the only question mark.
Pretty savvy. Fourth quarter underway, and Nigeria facing Mesri and Bemram Dom again, and that's more like it for Lottie Aminu for Nigeria, off the glass. Now it's back to 15. If Nigeria would come back to win this game, they would be bouncing up and down in the streets in Lagos.
It would be one of the greatest comebacks. Mesri's got down, holding his face.
Koye was tripped up by Rizig. And that was close to unsportsmanlike, and Koye certainly took exception to it. Now Mesri, is it Mesri?
Yeah.
I can't see because Adel Talatli. Also, Bemram Dom has gone to the other side.
Yeah, I think Bemram Dom, he's bleeding, and I think he and Mejri have clashed.
Right.
You know, Ben Ramdal looks like he's got a nosebleed, and Mejri is holding his head. I think the pair of them have hit, you know, nose of Ben Ramdal onto the head of Mejri. There you see it.
Wow. This just adds to the drama. And only
Still
helps
there for Nigeria, yeah. It really is. It's 15 now.
Now.
If it's just a nosebleed, that's not going to take too long. They're going to block it up, get him back. But
His eyes are going to be watery for a couple minutes. Uzo online, and the three-pointer gets it back to 12. And now they're getting up on the bench overnight, the Nigerian bench.
all you need is Champaguchi to find a little bit of room a couple of times, and this will become very interesting indeed.
Kind of surprised they took Okoye out because he was.
They took him out after he squared up and started talking to Razik, you know.
Yeah, just to
to calm the situation, I think.
Hopefully they'll get him back out there, but gives him a chance to get Gucci out as well. Well, three-pointer from Kaniwa. Bra goes for it. And now you can just hear a nervous calm come over this crowd. Short. Diddy. Lottie Aminu. He hands it off to Uzo. And the pass it to Lottie Aminu. And Lottie either thinks he's ready for it.
That is the defense of Salah Mejri. We're going to have a timeout by Tunisia. The players don't know, but yeah. I mean, that is the defense of Salah Mejri. He guarded Aminu in the post. He challenged him. He stopped him getting a shot away. Aminu makes a pass to Uzo, and he can't get a shot away because Mejri's been able to use his quickness, his speed to cut him off as well. He just guarded two people.
Back to that sequence where he had the collision, you can see the turnover situation. Okoye was fouled. He looked like he was tripped.
To be honest, I didn't see it. I was looking at Mejri down the other end. Yeah, because Mejri and Ben Ramdal both came away kind of holding their faces.
A little bit of a drought for Tunisia.
Yeah. That's why Nigeria got this, opportunity.
Bear in mind, they were down 9 at halftime. Fell behind by 22.
That's the thing. The lead's been 22. To get it back to 12 is positive.
Is that better for Nigeria?
Yeah, but I mean, the 17 assists is such a high number. The fact that Ben Ramdal had 8 assists on the game is fantastic because it's not like he's a point guard. It's not like he's handling the ball and getting lots of touches. I mean, his usage today, shall we say, he's got 12 points and 8 assists. I mean, I'd be interested to see how many times he's even touched the ball.
Zig and chases down the long rebound. Number 14. Abada steps up for the three. It's off the back of the rim. Raw hits it out the roll. Another 14. Zig hands it off to Mejri. Just lays it up and in this time. 4 minutes by Razig.
Big game for him.
He goes around, hands it up, and an alley-oop pass. And they've called a charge on offensive foul, charging on Champaguchi, so they wipe that basket away. Oh, they find Bra under. Oh, terrific block from behind. And Aminu looks down on Bra with disdain. Benaja uses the backboard, but it stays out. And then Zig kind of exchanges words with Mejri.
Because Mejri got angry. I thought Zig thought he was getting angry at him. I think Mejri was just frustrated they didn't get the rebound. That's all it was.
Gucci for three. Misses.
He has been quiet.
Roll into the corner for Rizig. Has a shot blocked by Uzo. Uzo finds his way into the lane, puts up a very difficult shot, almost goes in, gets the rebound back. And then Aguchi is fouled by Rizig.
4 on Rizig. Here comes Cameron now. What a tissue up his nose. Wow. That is a warrior though.
Yeah. It's probably the biggest game he's ever played in front of his homeland. He doesn't want to stay out too long, does he?
He could have broken his nose. A quick glance, it looked quite swollen.
Yeah, the face looks a bit puffy. Now, these guys are basketball players. You know, to reach this level, you've had a few shots. He hands it off to Benija. Oh, Benija goes in for the slam right down the lane, cementing his place as Tiger.
Yeah.
What a play.
I mean, out of nowhere, Mejri was lining him up. He thought he had him, and Benija just went right at Mejri, no fear whatsoever. And those are the type of plays that spark a team. It's now at 12 again with time. He had a steal there.
Out to Bra for three, and Macron gets it. He misses. Then Ramjan, and back to Uzo. Still a 12-point game. There you go. Let him shoot it. He's feeling it. Behind, step back. Oh boy, the Nigerians were going to erupt on the bench if that had gone in, and they do anyway. There's a Giddy, gets it to 10.
Oh, that's a rare time Wow has been able to keep it alive for a second shot. You know, we've said they haven't had a lot of second chance points. Luau's only got 2 offensive rebounds.
I think Bra's going to come out. And he is getting inside and draws the foul. Sit down. So this is one of the plays of the tournament right here, isn't it? Look at this. Hands it back. Hello, sir. Everybody's been buzzing. We just did not see that in the first 2 games. He didn't look
He didn't look like anything, but Benija, I mean, he has come from the collegiate system with a fantastic, he's coming off a great year. 12.5 points, 5 rebounds at Syracuse. You know, in the ACC, he had a big time year. People were singing his praises coming into this tournament.
One of the famous players of one of the short Syracuse. Lost it. Lost it again. Dribble to Uzo. Oh, the block shot from Mejri. Well, that was a mistake. You have to blame Gucci on that one because Giddy felt like it was trying to shoot it. Roll. Has to go. Charge. Well, the shot clock is winding down. 4.5 minutes remaining. And now he is going to replace Bra, I think, with Hadidan. So Voigt told his center to get back underneath wall. He was going to try to help bring the ball up the floor. They were able to get it over. So Tunisia making it a little bit uncomfortable for Nigeria here. Tunisia at the line.
Again, you're out.
Yeah. Saves it. Gets it to Uzo, number 14. And that's on Lottie Aminu. Al-Farouk is going to come in with 4 minutes. Wow. It's tough seeing Tunisia come out. What do you think about that? He's just missed that shot.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's a matchup again with Hadi guarding him, and now Farouk Aminu. He's your NBA player. He is right now the best player on your team. So you've got to trust he's going to come good down the crunch.
Oh, Ben Ramdan came in but was blocked by Lottie Aminu. 3:46 remaining. Remember, this is the battle for first place in Group A. Abada rather, and Ben Ramdan is able to get it, throw it up to the rim. Uzo saves it, and then comes back in. Boy, Uzo's really hustling tonight.
Attack right here. A lot of room.
Goes straight to the basket. And Uzo survives. Abada's got to watch the shot, push off to clear out. Roll. Bounce pass, beautiful. Inside to Mesri. And it's back up to a 13-point lead now for Tunisia.
Pick and roll defense. Not sure where the weak side was. They were the ones that have to rotate over and take away the rolling man down the middle.
Really, obviously with Mesri, if you look at the assists by quarter, you know, if Will Boyd done enough to kind of change how the game was being played, especially with his defense, or just can he not do it because of the personnel that he's going up against and without the other Will?
Maybe this has been a very. I think it's a combination of things. I don't think Nigeria have played very well, but let's not take stuff away from Tunisia either. They played very well. They've got the semblance right, they've got it pretty well, they haven't turned it over, they've played a solid game, and they've taken Nigeria away from the things which they like to do. Gucci's been out of the game completely, they haven't got in transition, they haven't given him the second chance points. You take away those easy points for Nigeria, they've got them into a half-court game a lot.
Bennett has played well. Uzo's played well. All started to play well in the fourth quarter. Aminu also has picked it up a little bit. Scores. 2:47 remaining. 64-53. Nigeria's gotten a taste of the Olympics. They need to get back themselves. Tunisia are in no rush, are they? Offensive foul. Salah Mesri whistled. His third foul. 11-point lead.
Still a chance.
Absolutely.
Need to try and find room for Gucci. It's going to be in the same play. Aminu will screen in for it. He comes out looking for the three.
Inside now to Al-Farouk. He just had some success. This is off the wall. Shot clock winding down. Lawal bounce pass inside, and the foul. Once again, Uzo takes center stage and goes to the free throw line.
I said play a couple of times, and what it does is Lawal comes out and catches it above the three-point line, and even though Mejri isn't coming out to guard him, he's still kind of on the foul line, but just above it. It sucks him far enough away from the ring that if it gives room for players to penetrate or to post up without the threat of Mejri being.
The thing is why, because Lawal's not going to, isn't the kind of guy that's going to beat you with a jumper, is he?
No. But that's what I say. Like Mejri's playing off him, but he doesn't want to be too far off him, because then what will happen is Lawal can run a handoff or ball screen quickly. Okay. Mejri's so far out position, like someone like Oguchi can just come and take a handoff and shoot. You know, his player will be screened off by Lawal, and the space where Mejri would usually be helping is too far away.
Good. Interesting. So another timeout on the floor. 10-point game, 2:09 to go. Winner wins Group A. The winner is going to win Group A, and likely, or will face the fourth-place team from Group B. That will either be Morocco or Mozambique. I'll tell you what, you better be careful what you wish for. That's not going to be straightforward for either team. You know, Morocco's had 2 narrow defeats. They could be this year's version of Egypt 2 years ago. Or it could be Mozambique, who they played well in their 2 games.
Morocco played Angola and Senegal. 2 defeats and -7 overall. So it shows you, how competitive they've been against 2 good teams.
This is our 4th game today, and it's nice to finish with one that has so much energy and height. It has lived up to the hype, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has. I mean, we're going to have some good games from here on in as well. Senegal, Angola tomorrow will be a great one. A turnover.
Wow, rare mistake from Ben Ramdan. That's a 3 from Oguchi.
He gets going.
7 points now is the deficit facing Nigeria.
When you're at home, the crowd, you can sense the nerves. Here's the trap. They got him.
Oh, just did get into a bottom.
Shot clock low. Smart here, Nigeria. Don't foul. Box out Mejri. Shot.
Adidan is online. Nope, just over to the left, and now Nigeria with a minute and a half and down 7.
Both teams have pulled 2 timeouts. It's not like we're going to have a lot of input from the coaches here if one team does get on a roll.
Interesting shot selection.
Big chance right there. Get it to 5. Wow.
Roll stops and pops. It's a dagger. Takes it back to 10. Lawal takes it right at the big fella and draws the foul.
Chance for Arnavinu. That little post up, and maybe opportunity lost there. Got it to 5, about a minute and 10 to go. Might have been interested in Michael Roll. Like you said, that is the dagger. Might have sealed this game.
Got it, injuries are part of the game. Mike Yogi, he's here. He helps Nigeria without question, but it's part of the game. You got to be able to win without him. He's on the bench. This crowd, they're really going to try to get the ball on the miss, but he holds his nerve. coming season.
Yeah.
And now the roll here with 45 seconds. Get it done. Tunisia missed a lot of free throws. Gotta hurry. It's an 8-point game. Drive and no call. And now Salah Mejri and Tunisia are almost home and dry. Salah Mejri go behind his back there. Up to Al Farouk. Michael Roll and Tunisia have got themselves a famous win here at the AfroBasket. They have beaten Nigeria in the battle for first place of Group A. And probably more important than anything, they've given this crowd something to cherish in this AfroBasket, which they haven't had. They've got a little bit of confidence, got a little bit nervous in the last few minutes, but the lead really was just too big, Lloyd. They win it 70-59.
Tunisia have come to life, haven't they? You know, they needed this win. They needed a good performance. Like you said, for the crowd as much as anything, for their confidence, because now, you know, they're going to be rolling going into the knockout games. The crowd's going to get even bigger every time they perform, you know, and this is going to fill them with a lot of confidence going forward. Nigeria, you know, they went through the knockout, the first round unbeaten in 2013. This may well be their wake-up call, you know. Far better for them to lose now than to lose from this point onwards. You know, this is the game they can lose and stand the competition. From the next game on, lose and you go home.
Plenty more excitement coming at you from the AfroBasket. Thanks for watching today, folks. It's Tunisia winning it over Nigeria, 70-59 to clinch first place in Group A.
direct. Okay. My friend. Okay. الو جماعة بسرعة معنا المدرب عادل ثلاثي. الو
في خامس يوم افرو
الو
تونيزيا 2015. يعطيكم الف صحة، والتقانا غدوة ان شاء الله. صباح الخير.
الو الو هاي ستاند باي. اوكي معنا المدرب عدد ثلاثة.
لا كله مخر راني ما نجمش
عايش.
جواريتي باش يدوسوا
عايش
لازم
سعد.
يكلمهم ما نجمش
عايش سعد.
عايش
عايش. عايش. ايوه معنا راح يكون معنا المدرب الكابتن عادل ثلاثي. اوكي يلا خذونا يا جماعه يلا. سعد.
لا ولا ما نجمش.
اوكي جماعه
لا
اوكي.
استنى انا معقول هذا تو جيبوا واحد باش يعمل الانترفيو يا جماعه مش الواحد
لا لحظه. سعاد حاضرين يا جماعه حاضرين. انا موجود. اوكي معي المدرب.
شكون معك شوفير كار؟
تحية لك بديع مجددا من هنا من قاعة رادس. بالفعل معنا المدرب عادل ثلاثي مشكور الذي بقي معنا. أولا نتوجه له بالتعازي الحارة بعد وفاة والدته. كابتن عادل انتصار ثالث في هذا الدور الأول، كيف شفت المباراة؟
والله اليوم المباراة ممكن ورات الوجه الحقيقي نتاع المنتخب التونسي وكنا مركزين المباراة هذه. اليوم لعبنا مباراة كبيرة، نقصنا شوية في وسط الشوط الرابع، ولكن كانت المباراة بيدينا ومع منتخب عتيد يظهر لي من أبرز المنتخبات اللي مشاركة في البطولة الأفريقية هذه.
بالفعل سعاد مثل ما قلت المنتخب التونسي انطلق انطلاقه جيده خاصه على المستوى الهجومي، ثم لاحظنا بعد تراجع في الربع الثالث والربع الرابع يعني، والمنتخب النيجيري قلص الفارق. شو هذا ليش يرجع هذا التراجع؟ لانه ممكن البدلاء ما عطاوش الاضافه او ماذا؟
صحيح ممكن هذا موجود، ولكن اللاعبين اللي بداوا المباراه لعبوا مباراه كبيره، معناها حتى اللي باش يجي من دكه الاحتياط معناها ماهوش مش يعطي المردود اللي تلعب هذاك، وفما شويه تعب عند بعض الملاعبيه في وقت ما، وتلعب مع منتخب نيجيري ماهوش منتخب هين معناها باش تكون تفوز عليه وتوصل تفوز عليه ب 20 نقطه فارق وتوصل تكمل المباراه ب 11 نقطه فارق. يظهر لي حاجه ممتازه، ولكن هذا ما يعني شيء. اليوم ما يعني شيء نكونوا الاوائل نكونوا الثانيين. هذا ايش قلت للاعبين في قبل المباراه، الاهم هو في الادوار الاقصائيه، ومعناها ان شاء الله نكونوا حاضرين باش نلعبوا دور الثمن النهائي وبعد الربع النهائي.
عندنا سؤال من الاستوديو كابتن عادل، من الكابتن زهير قرالي يبدو لي من الاستوديو. تفضل بديع عندك.
سؤال ولا تروح؟
سألت.
ثم سؤال هكا.
السؤال بسرعة يا جماعة.
سامحوني راهو الناس ما همش على والله ما هو معقول مش على ذمتهم. هيا متشكرين بارك الله فيك.
للاسف كابتن قصي، للاسف بديع الكابتن عدد ثلاثي لديه التزامات مع اللاعبين، اخذناه على الطائر بعد المباراه مباشره. تفضل بالبقاء معنا هنا لبعض الدقائق، ولكنه اعتذر وذهب لتوجيه بعض التوجيهات للاعبين. هو يركز كثيرا على هذه التعليمات التي تعطى للاعبين مباشره بعد المباراه. نحن اسفون كابتن عدد ثلاثي، نتوجه له بالشكر، كان معنا ولكنه غادرنا يعني منذ لحظات. أكيد. أوكي. عاملين اوكي. اوكي شكرا. اوكي. Non, tout seul. الو. وعليكم السلام. الحمد لله. اي تفضل. اوكي اوكي انا جاهز. اي انا جاهز. اوكي مين راح يكون المذيعين؟ اوكي اوكي. تحية طيبة لكما آسيا ومهيب ولكل مشاهدي قنوات بين سبورتس. بالفعل المنتخب الوطني التونسي تمكن من تحقيق فوزه الثالث في هذا الدور الأول. المباراة اليوم أمام منتخب نيجيريا كانت أول امتحان حقيقي بالنسبة للمنتخب التونسي، على اعتباره أنه مباراة أوغندا الأولى أو مباراة أفريقيا الوسطى الثانية. صحيح بأن المنتخب قد انتصر ولكنه لم يظهر بالمستوى الجيد خاصة في الجانب الهجومي. اليوم رأينا مستوى آخر أفضل بالنسبة للمنتخب الوطني التونسي، ولكن النقطة المهمة هي تراجع المستوى في الربعين الثالث والرابع، وهذا ما اعترف به